what you're living with. Live with what you're living with. Don't let nothing steal your joy. Because if we're not living with one thing, you're living with another. And God has made us, I've heard many say it already, He's made us beautiful. My purpose today is to encourage you, number one, to inspire you, number two, to edify and to build you up, number three, number four, and to remind you that you are somebody. Yeah. And I saw the theme says sisters, but I know we have brothers also who live with this condition. And it doesn't matter what you're living with or what you have, just live. Don't let nothing get you down. Don't let nothing get you down. Move right along. I also want to serve as an example of what I teach and preach. I want to serve as an example. Because Jesus has said in His word, and now while He was here, He said, I'm the light of the world. But then when Jesus got ready to go, He said, and now you are the light. That's what He said. He said, now you are the light. And lights don't talk. They just shine. I'm a teacher by profession. And so I never try to excite my students. What I want my students to do, I want them to learn who they are, what their purpose is, and that it does not matter what other folk think. It's what you think. I gave a sermon many years ago, and I talked about giants and grasshoppers. It's really how you see yourself that matters. And I saw this thing, and it says, accept me. What does it say you are?
As I am.
Accept me as I am. I mean, and that's good. But what if they don't accept you? You got to accept yourself. Thank the Lord. I have my daughter here, my goddaughter here in the ministry. Minister Colette Bryant, would you stand, please? She's from King Solomon Baptist Church. And all of them may not accept her as a minister. I said, honey, don't sweat the small stuff.
That's right.
Just know who you are. Then when you know who you are, everything else will fall in line. I read a little about I studied a little more last night about the alopecia, the term, and I was very appreciative this morning because it was written on the paper. I learned more about it. And I thought, even then, how blessed you are because it said something about a loss of hair and maybe living with baldness. And I said, I also saw that it says a loss of hair, wool, or feathers. And I said, oh, okay. People are not the only person.
Right.
It's not just people living with it. Because if it says wool, it means it got to be animals or something, you know. And if it says feathers, it must be birds or something, you know. So everybody